you can remember what an estuary is.
As part of the standard third grade science curriculum in Wenatchee School District, they learn about the salmon life cycle. So we started concocting this idea about having salmon tanks in the classroom so that the kids could actually see the progression of the salmon going from eggs until fry and alevin.
Sarah Rolfs and Sean Koster came to me and proposed that we would raise our own summer Chinook salmon here in the classroom. It was pretty exciting to think about seeing the life cycle of a salmon in person.
So we wrote some grants and we were able to get a salmon tank and watch them grow in the classroom.
The kids were extremely excited. A lot of times when they come in first time in the morning, they thought, you know, what's going on in the tank today, and are they okay? And they were concerned a little bit because underneath the lip of the basket, some of the eggs were getting caught in there.
And so I was like, okay, well, what would you do differently? So we've ended up going into a design challenge where we built models out of popsicle sticks and netting to try and figure out what might be a better solution to it. We're going to use a 3D printer, and then we're going to send a letter with the models to the manufacturer from the third grade class saying, hey, you guys might think about redesigning your egg basket.
After a while, they could see movement inside of some of the eggs. They were concerned that maybe a lot of the eggs would not hatch, or that we might have dead salmon floating around. I was concerned about that as well, but pretty much all 100 salmon hatched.
Sean has been a fantastic partner. He's able to, be another community member that comes in and provides his area of passion and his area of expertise.
These kids are asking questions about things I wouldn't have ever guessed. They're intrigued in ways that I couldn't have predicted, which is probably the most fun part about it. Kids asking me if salmon can smile. Kids asking me if salmon laugh. What happens if all these salmon that we're raising in this tank come back? We need to take it back to square one and let them witness nature firsthand in a way that I, nor their teacher, nor Sarah or any other adult could ever teach them.
So today we are up at Chelan Falls and we're releasing the salmon.
This is the culminating experience of something we've been building up to for months now. These kids have learned a lot about salmon since we've been raising them in the classroom, and I can ask them a question about any stage of their life or anything about them, and they can have that answer instantly. Does anybody remember what we talked about, the percentage of salmon that survive?
One of the things that Sean and I talked about doing is letting each of the kids release a salmon fry one by one and getting to name them, give them a little wish.
Can you guys do that for me? And we're going to be really gentle. We're going to go down to the river. One at a time, we're going to dump our fish in, right? Maybe out here.
We could read these things in a textbook. We could look at them on a video. But for the kids to see the salmon develop, to have the opportunity to release them into the river, it's so important for that hands-on learning.
I think it's really important that we as a community embrace our education system. Historically, we've kind of seen them as isolated institutions that are self-contained and don't need help from the community. But I think it's critical that people bring what they're passionate about and show the kids that.
It is so important for not only educators to be part of these kids' lives and to teach them, but to have community members come into the classrooms and share their knowledge. This is transforming the way that I'm teaching and the way that the kids are learning.
What is their habitat now? The river. So what does that mean?
It used to be a fish.
We have to keep it nice and cold. Remember what happened when the fish tank got too warm?
It almost ate it.
We lost some fish because it got unplugged,
Oh, yeah. Wait.
right? Yeah, there's a salmon right there.